Good morning, students. I'm glad that we can be together today. Welcome to my house. How are you doing at your house? I hope that you're having a good time. I hope you're learning a lot, watching videos, watching English videos, and trying to keep up with your schoolwork. It is very sunny today too, though, so I hope you can go outside and get some fresh air and exercise. Now today we're going to try to have a normal class time, okay? I would like you to get your exercise book, get it ready, have a pencil or a pen ready to take some notes. First, let's start by saying good, better, best, okay? Good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is your best. Let's try to do our best today, okay? We were talking about the Winter Olympics, and I'm very, very sorry that we didn't have class last week because I wanted to have Winter Olympic competitions. In fact, I had even bought some gold and silver and bronze medals for you so that you could win a nice prize. But I promise if we come back to school in May or June, we will have Winter Olympic competitions and Summer Olympic competitions, okay? It's a deal. So today we're going to talk about the Summer Olympics. I want you to stop and think, what do you know about the Summer Olympics? Do you remember when the last Summer Olympics was? Do you know when the next Summer Olympics will be? Do you know any Summer Olympic sports? We're going to talk about all of these things today, okay? So get your exercise book out. I want you to write down these two sentences, okay? Let's read together first. The last Summer Olympics was held in 2016 or 2016 in Rio de Janeiro. Did you know that? The next Summer Olympics will be held in 2020. That's this year in Tokyo, Japan. At least we hope there will be Summer Olympics this year. So pause your video and copy these sentences into your exercise book. What do you think? Are there more people at the Winter Olympics Games or at the Summer Olympic Games? Do you remember about 3,000 athletes were at the Winter Olympic Games? What's your guess for the Summer Olympic Games? I'll show you. See if you were close. Over 11,200 athletes from 207 countries competed in 2016. In Rio de Janeiro, there were 11,000 athletes from 207 countries. That's a lot of athletes. Please copy this sentence into your exercise book. So, did you think of some Summer Olympic sports? I hope that you can think of a lot of them. Today, I'm going to talk about 12 of them, okay? And we're going to practice the words as we look at the picture. Gymnastics. Gymnastics. Repeat the word gymnastics. Basketball. Basketball. Baseball. Baseball. Handball. Handball. Weightlifting. Weightlifting. Athletics. Athletics. Athletics is all kinds of running and jumping sports, and where they throw the hammer and the disc and the javelin. Okay? Here's one you know. Judo. Judo. Football. Football. Archery. Archery. Archery is shooting with a bow and an arrow, shooting at a target. Volleyball, volleyball. Shooting, shooting. Fencing, fencing. Hungarians are very good at fencing. Fencing is a sport played with a sword. We won a gold medal in fencing at the last Summer Olympics. Okay, can you see the sports here? Okay, so let's look at our sports now. Let's do what we did with the winter sports, and let's see if it is an individual sport or a team sport. Okay, do you see any individual sports? Judo. Judo is an individual sport. Okay, please say it at home. Judo is an individual sport. What else is an individual sport where only one person plays? Weightlifting. Weightlifting is an individual sport. Fencing. Fencing is an individual sport. Do you see a team sport? Basketball is a team sport. Football is a team sport. Now, can you tell me, is baseball an individual sport or a team sport? Yes, a team sport. Gymnastics, is that an individual sport or a team sport? Yes, an individual sport. How about archery? Individual sport. How about volleyball? It's a team sport. Shooting, it's an individual sport. Now, let's think which sport is played indoors and which sport is played outdoors. Judo is played indoors. Baseball is played outdoors. Please repeat each sentence. Gymnastics, is it played indoors or outdoors? Gymnastics is played indoors. How about athletics? Athletics is played outdoors. How about football? Football is played outdoors. Which sport uses a ball? Football uses a ball. Basketball uses a ball. Baseball uses a ball. And of course, volleyball uses a ball. Okay, so what does shooting use? Does it use a ball? No, it uses a gun. How about fencing? Do they use a ball? No. Fencing uses a sword. Sword. Archery. Archery uses a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. Weightlifting. Weightlifting uses weights. Weights. Baseball uses a bat and a ball and bases. In judo, do they use a ball or a gun or a sword? No, they only use their hands and their feet, but they wear a white coat and a belt. Okay, so now we're going to play a game. I'm going to read a description and you tell me which sport I'm describing. Okay? This indoor sport uses a ball. It is a team sport. The players cannot kick the ball. They throw the ball into a basket. Yes, basketball. We will take that out. Good job. This individual sport is played indoors. The athletes use a sword. Yes, fencing. Good job. This difficult sport is played indoors. Individual athletes use the floor, bars, rings, or beams to show their strength and beautiful tricks. This is a hard one. They do tricks on the floor, bars, rings, or beams. Gymnastics. Yes, good job. One more. This sport uses a bow and arrow. It is an individual sport played outside. Yes, archery. Good job. Now, I want you to look at the remaining sports. There are 8 sports here. I'm going to give you the descriptions. And I want you to, in your exercise book, if we can see this. Now, here is your next assignment. In your exercise book, please write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Read the description and pick the sport it matches. For example, number 1, whatever the sport is, you will write there what it is. If it's weightlifting, athletics, football, write number 1 and then the name of the sport. Please write that in your exercise book. I will give you a minute. Stop, pause your video, and do this assignment. Okay, now you can check your work. Number 1 is handball. Number 2, volleyball. Number 3, athletics. Number 4, shooting. Number 5, judo. Number 6, baseball. Number 7, football. Number 8, weightlifting. Did you get them all correct? I hope so. So now for homework. I know you love homework. I want you to pick one sport and write 3 or 4 sentences about it. This is an individual or team sport. It is played indoors or outdoors. It uses a ball or a gun or a bow and arrow. The fastest athlete wins, or the strongest athlete wins, just like we did for Winter Olympics, okay? Please write those, take a picture of it, and send it to me, and you will get a 5, okay? And I will see you next week. Goodbye.